With the crazy hat, the guy that asked the questions, I have a very important question today. The question is it possible? Adversities of life. Is it possible that tomorrow, all of a sudden, you lose all your friends? Good question. Is it possible that tomorrow, internet stops? Is it possible that the stock market crashes tomorrow? Is it possible that the richest people of the world becomes the poorest people of the world? Is it possible that we go to Mars and find life? Is it possible that the aliens have already visited us? These are good questions to ponder, but I'm gonna focus your attention. I want to focus your attention on more questions related to you. Now, is it possible that all of a sudden tomorrow you receive a check in the mail that gives you $100,000? Or $50,000 or $5 million? Is that possible? Or is it possible that somebody hack your bank account and withdraw all your money without you knowing, and then you cannot restore the money, no matter how much money you had there? Is that possible? So these are called the adversities of life, and they actually do exist. And if we follow, and if you look around and if we see people around us, we can recognize these adversities in life. The most famous people all of a sudden got a drug problem. Why they got into a drug problems? It's one of the adversities of life. What they are bitching about, complaining, and not agreeing with the society and their friends, and after all these people, let's say the most famous people, killed themselves, like Kurt Cobain. Somebody was mentioning his name yesterday, and somebody around me asking, why did he kill himself? You know, these are called the adversities of life, and how they can be related to your life. Let's say, can you all of a sudden tomorrow get a six-pack or lose 50 pounds in 3 days? Is this possible? Or maybe you just die tomorrow. A car hits you on the street, or asteroids fall out of the space and hit you in the head. And not just you, all the people in your village, 500, 10,000 or 5 million. Is this possible? These are the adversities in life, and they have extremes. You know, I'm trying to exaggerate a little bit in this video, as you can see, but well, when it comes down to adversities of life, you can use this tool from the literature a little bit to exaggerate, so you can see the spectrum, you can see the differences all the way in the left, all the good things that can happen to you, or if you are left-handed on the right, all the bad things that can happen to your life. Now, do you have a plan? Like I have to share this personal story here. That's a personal story, and the personal story goes like this. One day I woke up and I had like a sudden back pain, enormous back pain, like terrible. I could not walk, I could not, and for me that was very unusual, because as you can see, you cannot see, but let's see. I'm gonna do this a little bit of show here for the viewers so they can get the idea. Okay, now watch. You can't see too much, but well, let's say I'm the breakdancing guy. I've been breakdancing for many years. I'm very flexible, or at least I used to be, or at least I thought so, right? But when I woke up that day with this terrible pain in the back, I could not walk, I could not stand up. I tried to make exercise. Immediately I went to YouTube and start searching for the experts of the physical therapy and what kind of exercise I have to do. So at one point I felt like a 100-year-old person, could not walk at all. I could not walk. And then in my mind something clicked, and the idea was like, wow, could this be going more? But let's fantasize on this fearful, this terrible, I said to myself, let's fantasize a little bit, allow myself to fantasize a little bit about what might future be if I'm paralyzed. If I'm paralyzed like this, if I cannot walk, if I cannot move around. It was actual pain. And this happened the next day and the next day and the next day. And a couple of days in a row like this, back pain. And I think, come on, this cannot happen to me. I'm the breakdance guys. I'm super active. I walk around. I make a lot of movements. I can do backflips or whatever, or the windmill, right? So it wasn't in my consciousness that I can be paralyzed. But I said to myself, okay, if I'm paralyzed, how I'm going to sustain in life, how I'm going to work, how I'm going to pay my rent, how I'm going to do this, how I'm going to do that. So immediately I saw myself in like this guy. It's the super smart guy over there, but he's in a chair. He cannot even talk. He talks to the computer. So I saw myself in a chair, paralyzed and not knowing what to do. So I was thinking, hey, what can I do? Maybe I can write a book to sustain my living, because life takes some resources, like money, for example. You gotta pay some bills for the food, for the rent, for your friends, for everything. You pay for everything, whether or not in a way of money or other services rendered. So I said, if I'm paralyzed, what can I do to the society so the society can give back? And I didn't know. I came up with this idea. Maybe I can write a book. Maybe I can stay. And then immediately in my head came up like one motivational video. It was about a guy who is born paralyzed. He has no hands and he has no arms. And the guy is super popular and he's a motivational speaker and he's like inspiring millions and millions of people by the way he is, just by the way he is. And one of these videos was I did a video about this guy like last year or before, and the video was like something like this. The main idea of this video was if this guy can do that, imagine what can you do as a super healthy person. So this guy has no legs and no arms. He has like a little bit like appendages. You can check him out on YouTube. And if this guy with no arms and no legs, but the power of his spirit can inspire millions of people, you know, that's kind of thought. So the adversities of life. What if something super bad, terrible things happen to you? Like, I mean, like, not death, you know, because after that, that's it. We don't know after what happened after that. We don't know that for sure. Nobody came from the dead to report and to give us some clues or ideas, or, you know, there are some people talking to the dead and there are some people like reporting that they came from the dead, but that's not proven fact. So anyway, I want to open your imagination a little bit about this adversities of life. And this is a very good point, because it is today 31st of December, the end of the year. People have to say a lot of beautiful things. People have to say a lot of good wishes. They have to make their resolutions. They're going to talk about whatever, you know, like the good stuff they're going to do the next year. But you know, thinking, always pushing forward, and it's kind of good also to know what you can do if the worst case scenario happen for the next year. I'm not saying, I'm not wishing for you and I'm not even suggesting to think about it, but like a good question is, do you have a backup plan? For example, I do not have a backup plan for many things in my life. Sometimes people have something called exit strategy. Do you have exit strategy? I don't. Like, I'm here honest to say, I don't have exit strategies for most of the things, but the clever and smart people and people that are wiser people, they do have exit strategies from everything, and when some terrible events happen to you, let's say you lost your money, or you lost your friends, or you lost your positions in society, or if you are in business, if you are in business, you lost your business, or if you are an employee, you lost your job, and all these minor but also big events. You can lose your arm, how about that? Or you can lose your leg, or you can lose your health. Like, the worst can happen to you. You have exit strategy. Well, you will somehow cope with the reality. But isn't it that good to know these adversities of lives and to be slightly prepared just in your mental faculties, like just to let's fantasize what could be the worst, in the world of business, for example. In the world of business, some people think from the point of what could be the worst if I start this project, right? That's a very good question. If I start this venture, what could be the worst, right? And out of that point, if there is nothing to lose, why not do this venture? That's a good question. So that is the video. I now have to go to some activity here in this fancy building. It's the gym, and that's it. Think about this, adversities of life. I've mentioned it, I said so. What do you think about that?